Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You hear the theme in the background with Signals live coverage on Trident 10 television and on our YouTube stream. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here from the Wildy Turf for this Demotion game to be contested between POREY Spring and Youth Milan. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I have on my right Mr. Allison John, the former Barbados national coach. Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah, good to be in the island.
Well, two teams trying to survive the axe. Two teams trying to remain in the upper tier of Barbados football, and in doing so, avoid the upheaval that is pending. The customary exchange of handshakes between players and the referees, as we soon will be on the way for this game. So, Mr. John,
Yes.
what do you expect to see here this evening?
I expect to see top class football because it's the battle of survival. Any team that loses goes down to the next tier. So it's survival is for the fittest tonight. So we expect good football, good entertaining, good rivalry, and may the better team win.
Two teams based in the country, POREY Spring playing in the orange tops and the navy blue shorts from St. Thomas, and Youth Milan in the blue and white shirts and white shorts based in St. Lucie.
Check Hall to be exact.
Any moment now, we'll be on the way. As you see the players just knocking the ball before the kickoff. On my watch, I have 5 minutes past the hour of 7. For those who are more accustomed to the military style reading of the clock, that will be 19:05 hours. So referees but to get themselves in position. In the center, Edwin Adams, sorry, and the fourth official, Nigel Marshall.
Nigel Barney Marshall from Trent.
I see Mr. Jermaine Newsom. I'll fill you in on who is the other assistant referee for this encounter. POREY Spring on camera and shot in the pre-match huddle. Youth Milan team exchanging a few game pointers. So, Mr. John, can you tell us a bit about yourself in the meanwhile?
Well, former national player for some time under Keith Griffith, Ocky Donovan, with the likes of Adrian Hall, Daisy Clark, and those guys, Bill Niles, Jules Ellis, and to name a few. And then I had approximately 4 years as assistant national coach under Kelvin Cablin from Paradise, Dover, and it was interesting to know, and I enjoyed my stint for the time I was around. And as we kicked off the ball, Youth Milan, who dressed similar to Napoli of Italy, they're maintaining possessions and spraying the ball around. And okay, and for your listening pleasure, those who are tuning in, I did an inspection of the field. It's good turf tonight, so we expect nice football from both teams. And as you may know, it's a battle of survival. Who wins stays up, who loses take a dive to the low tier. And POREY Spring now in possession, spread to the left, looking for his teammate and up the left, and dispossessed by Youth Milan. Youth Milan is building on the right, counter-attacking. The wing has the ball, turn his man, put it in the nice cross, and the chance goes to Beggin. Over to you.
So first piece of action, falling there to Youth Milan. POREY Spring under heavy pressure as they build now through the middle. Couple of passes attempting to put together, then the reverse ball is well right by the POREY Spring defender, and there's a throw into Youth Milan. So 2 minutes gone in this encounter. If you're just joining us, Demotion game, straight knockout.
Yeah. So
POREY Spring defending this throw here from Youth Milan. Ball thrown into the box, headed on, cleared there by the defender. Midfielder player there not reading the bounce, so luckily for them, Youth Milan still have the possession and still have a chance to create some discomfort here for POREY Spring. Attempting shot there, not getting the intended connection. Danger here still on this right hand side of defense. POREY Spring managed to get their lanes clear momentarily. Here comes Naji Holder. Attempted shot there, blocked. And for POREY Spring, avoids the ball going on to play for a corner.
yeah, whistle goes for an infringement. POREY Spring still in possession. They're about to take the free kick.
So
the right wing back prepares, takes it, kick it overhead up the right flanks. Steam it, move inside the center. Nice build up, dispossessed by Youth Milan. Youth Milan has the ball, plays to his right wing back, play it back to his midfielder, support him midfield, out of play.
yeah, so your thoughts so far though in terms of what you see as the initial strategy from both teams?
But what you observe is that two teams are very tentative, yeah, and playing cat and mouse at this stage because they don't want to make the mistake as to give any clear opportunity to concede a goal. So a bit tentative at this stage.
So trying to POREY Spring up this left hand side of the field. Youth Milan kicking from left to right. POREY Springs from right to left as they play the ball all the way back deep in their defense. Trying to consolidate possession and trying to, for the moment, reshape and keep their formation. Comes POREY Spring on his right hand side, reverse ball looking for Holder. It's intercepted. Ball through the middle. Heavy touch there from the Youth Milan player. Chance for POREY Spring to come away with it on his right hand side. Well defended there. For a moment there, the referee, well, he eventually blows the whistle for the foul. So Youth Milan have a free kick. Getting out of the hole there. The attempted hole there created on the right hand side. 5 minutes gone in this game. It's a Demotion game contested between Youth Milan, based in Chackerhall, St. Lucie, and POREY Spring from deep in St. Thomas. Ball headed on. Seems to be a strategy here to play the Italian ball long and to head it on for one of the attackers. Had a chance here to play his player through, but luckily they have a second chance here on his left hand side. Chance here for POREY Spring. Reverse ball and well defended, robbing the player of the opportunity there. Just poking it off his foot at the last minute, and POREY Spring have a corner. So corner here to be taken from his left hand side. First corner of the game. Set piece opportunity. What can POREY Spring create from this Chance here, 6 minutes gone in the game. Ball floated deep into the back post. And the keeper collects from the header. And throws it out one time. Trying to create a quick counter. Well, right there by Ronaldo Hunt. And then cleared by the goalkeeper. The player unable to get his body behind the ball, so throwing to Youth Milan.
Youth Milan has won a corner on the right flank. Player about to take the throw. He's gauging, throws it in deep into the center. Pass it to his teammate. Player took a shot, goes wide. Goal kick.
So far, POREY Spring starting to settle. And in the opening 7 minutes, have had more of the possession. Youth Milan, two teams who haven't really scored that many goals this season, so it'd be interesting to see how either team reacts to going behind in this encounter. But so far, both teams equal. Ball comes in, attempted ball there, blocked by the defender. Looks like the BDF players in the bleachers far side to my left. There's challenge. Bit strange there, the decision. It stopped almost before the referee's whistle was blown, but POREY Spring have a free kick and another set piece opportunity. Allison John.
Yes, so far, POREY Spring seem to be dominating this encounter, and the last 3 minutes they had a clear-cut opportunity on the Youth Milan goal, which was brilliantly averted by the recovering defender, which conceded a corner in the process. POREY Spring now going to take a free kick on far out on the right. Play swings in the center, headed by the defender, and attempted save by the goalkeeper Corbin for Youth Milan, which gives away a corner to POREY Spring on the left side.
So another corner here for POREY Spring on his left-hand side. So that opportunity here to put the Youth Milan defense under pressure. Corner comes in to the back post again. Not dealt with. Danger still alive here. Return ball comes in. Corbin off his lane to punch clear with both hands. He got a strong fist to it. And luckily for him, he got enough to push it away from the advancing POREY Spring attacker. Ball floated into the box again. Cleared by the defender. So POREY Spring playing with a lot of width. Well, attempted to control the ball between two Youth Milan players. Were shouts for handball, but referee Edwin Adams has none of that. So throw has to be retaken. The referee was not ready to restart play. It seems like had confusion between which ball should be taken as well. Which ball should be used rather. Attempted pass for it blocked. 10 minutes gone. Attempted pass here to play the left attacker in. It's blocked. Holder dropping very deep in his defense to collect. So POREY Spring starting to get some momentum here. Putting passes together. Luring the Youth Milan players forward into a false sense of security. Here comes the long ball now down the left hand side. Chance here for POREY Spring. But the defender recovers quickly enough and wins his team a free kick.
POREY Spring seemed to be more comfortable on the ball. They had about 8 passing chances in the build-up and putting pressure on the Youth Milan team. Youth Milan just won a free kick it deep down into the POREY Spring defense. The defender clears, conceded a throw into Youth Milan on the far right, close to the corner flag. So Youth Milan seem to be turning the table now. Player dribble his man, put it in the center deep, cross, won by the POREY Spring defender, clear, avoided the danger. Youth Milan on the build up again, give it away unnecessarily, and the POREY Spring is building the attack on the right hand flank now.
Beautiful ball there,
throw.
cuts defense. Chance here for POREY Spring. Shot comes in, beautiful save. The ball ricocheted off the defender, and Carbon was able to adjust himself and repel that effort on goal. Low to his right now, another shot coming in, and this time he gets another two-handed save and collects. So all of a sudden the tempo of the game has risen, Alison John.
POREY Spring had a clear-cut chance to attack the Youth Milan goal, and lack of confidence on the part of the attacker. He slowed down, hesitated, and lose the momentum and the advantage. Youth Milan defenders eventually recovered and averted the danger. So Youth Milan on the build-up again, back heel, lost possession. POREY Spring now in contention. The billing, they're knocking, playing the ball deep through the Youth Milan defense. POREY Spring attack on the left, put in a deep cross, cleared by the Youth Milan defender. Poor shot on goal, blocked by the defender for Youth Milan, and Youth Milan on the counter attack down the right side. Play it wide. The player put it deep in the center for the center attacker, but he was overpowered by 4 opponents crowding him, and POREY Spring is on the build up again. On the right flank, player give it away unnecessarily. Youth Milan on the counter attack, building nicely. Some nice 1-2s. Youth Milan attacking on the right side, overpowered by the left back for POREY Spring, and want to throw in.
So the ball of 2 number 14s there. The number 14 from POREY Spring winning that on that occasion. That's Pico's Nurse. Najee Horder drops deep to collect. Then trying to play it back to his goalkeeper. Is almost dispossessed, but luckily for him, still in possession. Comes Horder. Ball over the top, looking for the advancing run. Keep off his line. Luckily for him, the flag goes up as the referee signals offside. And there you see, just off camera. There, I can see, sir, you can't see. Shaquille Stewart questioning the decision of the linesman, Jermaine Newsom. But for a moment there, Carbon was almost exposed. He came off his line and left the goal completely open, Alison John.
Yeah, I guess that caused a lot of desperation on the Youth Milan defense. Keeper came out a long way, but lucky for him, the decision went in his favor. He won a free kick, and the attack down the center. POREY Spring keeper collects.
So
Still in possession. He's hesitating to throw the ball out, which he did very poorly, which attracted the attention of the referee, Edwin Adams, who a player goes down for Youth Milan on the right side on the goal line.
So
Who needs some attention, so the referee is there. Order him off the field, so play could continue, while the player gets some attention.
So I'll tell you who that player is momentarily. But it was Anthony Rollins, the goalkeeper for POREY Spring, who showed the kindness and sportsmanship that we so desire at this level, to put the ball out of play so the Youth Milan player can get treatment. So the ball is returned, and the game will restart with a goal kick played to the right side of defense. So Najee Horder played back up way to right back. Ball played along, looking for Stewart. Then the attacker there wearing the number 11, Nicholas Griffith, is fouled. So POREY Spring have another free kick. Chip over the top by Horder, looking for Stewart. Eventually cleared by the number 17 of Youth Milan, Sheen Small. So trying to POREY Spring to be taken by Ronaldo Hunt. Thrown all the way back to defender when the ball comes in. Headed away strongly. So POREY Spring can build from the back. Again. Nurse. Poor attempt there to get the ball forward by the POREY Spring defender. No Youth Milan trying to get out of the hole defensively. Dribbles, but at the moment doing things a bit slowly or Youth Milan, but eventually they get out of that pressure created on his right hand side and can build through the middle. Ball floated off the top, headed away by the number 5 for POREY Spring. That's Ronaldo Hunt trying to find Stewart, but intercepted. So dispossessed again. All the action happening on his right hand side at the moment. Defender slips. Luckily for him, he's able to recover to get a strong enough foot on it to get the ball clear. Youth Milan not looking so comfortable in possession at the moment. Twisting and turning and not being able to get out of the diamond of defense. Eventually they play through the middle. Wilson trying to find the number 15 who just came back into play, Jason Jokes. So building on his left hand side is POREY Spring. No. Number 10, Damian Thornton. Play deep back to the defender. That's Hunt making the overlapping run. Holder. Attracting the interest of 2. So POREY Spring is happy to keep possession at the moment. The long ball trying to find player forward. Here comes Thornton. Trying to find Stewart. Well shepherded by Sheen Small, Allison John.
Yes, so far in the last few minutes, the two teams are battling even Steven, but it gave POREY Spring the better of the encounter in terms of relaxation on the ball when they build up and put in certain amount of pressure on the Youth Milan opponents. And POREY Spring deep in their half, building from left to right center, through the center again for his midfielder, out on the right flank, overlapping up the right flank. Still with the POREY Spring team and goes out of touch, but trying to POREY Spring.
So trying to POREY Spring. Can they spring together some kind of pressure that ends in some goal mouth action? They've created a lot so far, but haven't been able to get enough shots on goal. But they have forced Carbon to make at least 2 saves. One very good save when the ball ricocheted off the defender. Shot on goal here from Holder is blocked by number 3, Ramel Carbon, and collected by the other Carbon in goal. Through the middle is Youth Milan. Pass forward lets him down. You can see the anguish on the face of Jason Jokes there. Conspicuous nurse under heavy pressure from the Youth Milan number 13, Shamara Sandyford. And Sandyford means a throwing for Youth Milan. So what can Youth Milan do to counteract this pressure created by POREY Spring, Allison John?
Youth Milan has to get into their elements, because they're giving away quite a number of unforced errors, making quite a lot of blunders in terms of confidence on the ball and who is to get the receiving pass. So POREY Spring is more on the contrary, is more confidence, relaxed in terms of building from left to right to the center and up. Most of the time on the overlapping run up the right flank. So Youth Milan have to get the game going and get the confidence going and know when and how where to pass to their teammates.
There you see Nicholas Griffith on the ground. Was clutching his neck there. No, he's getting treatment from the medic. So Edwin Adams, the referee, assist Griffith to back to his feet, and seems good enough to continue. Steps to the sideline before he can re-enter. Free kick to be taken by Picos Nurse. Played all the way back to goalkeeper, wearing the number 23 jersey today, Anthony Rollins. Here comes Rivaldo Graham. Graham playing with it in the pretty dangerous area. Under pressure from the number 7, Ramon Griffith. Hunt. Turned there by Stirrup, but turns into a defender. So POREY Spring forced to retreat, not able to advance in that possession. Here comes Ronaldo Hunt. Long ball looking for the advancing run of Griffith, who has re-entered the game. Youth Milan dangerously playing with it in their defense. Somehow managed to get out of the trap that was almost created, almost successful from POREY Spring. Marlon Graves. Ramon Griffith. Graves again. Comes number 7, Griffith. Not being able to get forward, but at least for the well, trying to get a couple passes together. Here comes the overlapping run from the left back. Trying to get it. He manages to get it around his mind with a neat touch. Ball still alive here. Chance here for Youth Milan. Marlon Graves. His shot on target was redirected by the number 11, Jaleel Corbin. He didn't get a strong connection on it, and Anthony Rollins was able to collect comfortably. But a neat player there on the left-hand side by Youth Milan, Allison John.
Yeah, in a moment also, Youth Milan seemed to be getting into the old familiar ways, knocking some sharp passing down the left flank, squeezing it here, squeezing it there. So that is reminiscent of the old Youth Milan when passing was very effective and the order of the day. So once they could maintain it, it seemed that they're getting into the game now. The confidence is building, but they need to get shots on target, and player goes offside. He didn't read the script, bad timing, and POREY Spring won a free kick, virtue for offside.
Youth Milan bench not happy with the decision. A very close call, if I might add. So, 25 minutes of action gone in this Demotion game being contested between POREY Spring and Youth Milan. So Youth Milan in possession. Comes trying to find the run there of Ramon Griffith. It's Griffith now. Trying to find Drakes. And Graham of POREY Spring watches it go out of play. So trying to POREY Spring. All of a sudden, Youth Milan starting to get players forward, starting to feel a bit more comfortable, seem a bit more ambitious as well. Graves. So all of a sudden, now Youth Milan playing the possession game, and POREY Spring forced into defending. So number of neat passes. Here comes Dritch through the middle, find the ball through. Chance here for Youth Milan. And a weak shot under pressure there from Ronaldo Hunt. It was Sean Wilson who had the opportunity, but he was closed on quickly there, Allison John.
Yes, Youth Milan getting into the game, as I said a few minutes ago. And the confidence, they're beaming with confidence, and they're stringing the passes, putting POREY Spring under pressure, and one of the clearest opportunities for the night. Goals are begging.
Probably had the the best opportunity there in terms of the sequence of passes and the positional play there of the attacker. Ball given away there by the number 6, Tredain Clark. Comes Rivaldo Graham, Ronaldo Hunt, Najee Holder. Long ball looking for the run of Ramal Holder. Holder goes past one, and then is met by the defender. You see the number 15 here, so not certain if that's the correct number assignment, but corner here to be taken by, looks like, Holder. So ball played deep into the top of the box this time. Chance here, and Hunt goes down, to me, quite easily, but referee Edwin Adams is in a better position than me, or to me, rather, and he judges that Sean Wilson has fouled Ronaldo Hunt, so a free kick here from a pretty dangerous position. Listen, John.
Yes, and this could be threatening because this is a good distance. If the play over the ball has a strong kick, good bend, utilize the wind properly, and put in the back of the net and put extra pressure on the youth Milan. Because, as we said earlier, this is cat and mouse football. Nobody wants to lose. Two teams want to win. Anybody who scores first, I could make a bold prediction, will win 3-0 tonight.
Rivaldo Graham stepped up, shot over the crossbar. Had the power, but didn't have the precision or the placement. So, chance goes a begging. But maybe they needed a little break in passage because Youth Milan has started to get more control and more composure in telling areas. Comes Romario Drix, dispossessed there by Ramal Holder. Then the ball forward finds the attacking run of Shaquille Short, who's in an offside position. Well spotted there by assistant referee Jermaine Newsom. So play restarts here. Jason Jolts on the ball. Ball floated forward. Ramon Griffith. Confusion there between defense and eventually smashed away by Ronaldo Hunt. Comes the number 12 for POREY Spring, who hasn't really had much possession of the football. That's Ryan Stewart, but players there thinking that the game has stopped, but the referee hadn't blown his whistle. Lucky there for Pico's Nurse. His miscontrol is dealt with appropriately by Rollins in goal. So how can POREY Spring counteract what Brendan Hill has been able to, what Youth Milan has been able to create, Alison John?
Yes, as we see, the POREY Spring plays between two Youth Milan players dispossessed, Youth Milan in possession. They are building quite confidently, knocking the ball in the center to each other. Dispossessed by POREY Spring. POREY Spring is advancing with the ball, play on the far right. The player looking for cross. Poor cross, Youth Milan clear the danger. Youth Milan is on your counter-attack. Down the right flank, shadowing by two defenders from POREY Spring. Player evade his marker. Strongly challenged by POREY Spring defender. Youth Milan still in possession, and they want to throw in.
So there's Ramon Griffith there showing his dexterity on the ball, being able to prevent the two defenders from dispossessing him. Header there from Nurse, then Rivaldo Graham, eventually controlled by Thornton. Switch for Najee Holder. Still Holder. Finds Ryan Stewart on his right hand side. Ball played into the box. Well right by Carbing. So Ramon Griffith here. Mario Drakes. Strong tackle there by Hunt. Two players figured it was a foul, but referee Adams says no. Here comes Ronaldo Hunt. Reverse ball finds Torrington, who slips. Then cleared by Clark. So Holder trying to run through the middle of the Youth Milan team and is dispossessed. Two players there. Who the defense thought was in a offside position. The shot there coming in from Wilson. A blast of a left-footed shot, and Rollins was totally beaten. But luckily for him, the shot wasn't on target. Allison John.
Yes, as we see, Youth Milan brimming with confidence. They're attacking, but shots going a begging. They need to hit the target. Shoot for goal rather than shoot at the goal. It's a big difference. The technique has to be right. So POREY Spring won a goal kick, taken by the keeper, booted upfield through the center. Missed by the POREY Spring teammate, and dispossessed by you. Gave a foul to Youth Milan.
So free kick to Youth Milan. It was number 11, Nicholas Griffith, who failed to deal with the header. Pico's Nurse keeps it in play and is strongly challenged by the number 11, Jaleel Carbine. And then Romario Dritz commits a foul on his opposite number 14, Pico's Nurse. Quick resumption there from POREY Spring. There's Ronaldo Hunt. Finds Short, who drops deep to collect. Ball floated over the top looking for Rand Short, but well right there by the number 17 for Youth Milan, Shane Small. So trying to POREY Spring. So 33 minutes gone in this first half. Ball played into the box and just missed initially there by Nicholas Griffith, and then Ramal Holder at the back post had a chance to tap it home. He missed, and the defender able to clear, but another corner here to POREY Spring, and danger again being created on that right hand side. Allison John.
Yeah, we're in the 34th minute, and POREY Spring has won their fourth corner on the far left, which will be taken by the right foot in swinger, and hoping for good results from this corner. He kicks the side netting and goes a begging. Goal kick to Youth Milan.
So from my count, that was the fourth corner of the game, but more importantly, that was the first one that was directed at the near post from POREY Spring. Here comes Drix trying to find Jaleel Carbine. Too much on the forward ball, play forward. Forward ball, play forward. Got my words there twisted.
Skinner.
So trying here to Youth Milan. Mon Griffith there under pressure from Lyndall Sandyford of POREY Spring, wearing the number 13. Diminutive defender, but not afraid to make a tackle. Not missing any action. There's a try here. Ramel Carbine, very slow to get over to the ball. Ball falls kind of for Carbine. Chance to put it in the box. Cross comes in and cleared by Picos Nurse. Chance here taken by the number 18 for Youth Milan. Marlon Graves sinks that ball over the protective fencing and somewhere into the bush and greenery beyond the fence. So, goal kick. 36 minutes gone, and both teams starting to get shots in on goal. So just at the game, playing kind of open at the moment. Here comes Ryan Short. Ball played for by Shaquille Short this time, looking for Ramal Holder. What can Holder produce? finds Thornton, plays it one time into the box and cleared there by the Youth Milan defender. Drake's finds Griffith, who plays the ball forward looking for Marlon Graves, but too much. Sorry, looking for Sean Wilson, but too much on the ball play forward, and the ball goes all the way to the keeper, Anthony Rawlings. So both teams starting to find their players. Starting to see these strategies or respective strategies come to fruition. But at the moment, only POREY Spring have forced the save of any merit. Comes Ramal Holder, dispossessed by Romario Drakes and cleared by Jason Jokes. Strong tackle there from Holder. Griffith. Sharp pass, dangerous there. Marlon Graves plays it back to defender, and then ball hit long, looking for Wilson. Quite ably, Nurse plays it back to his goalkeeper, Sandiford. Rivaldo Graham. Hunt. So Graham has seen a lot of the ball on that right hand side, and they've always looked for the presence of Shaquille Stewart, who's dropped deep. It's almost a trademark in this game to collect and then play the ball forward. There he was trying to find Stewart, but the play was read well by Carbine. Comes Romario Drakes coming forward in this midfield. They haven't really played with a lot of width, has Youth Milan. Has tried to force most through the middle. There you see the breakdown in communication between Marlon Graves and the number 11, Jaleel Carbine, Alison John.
Yeah, so far, we into the 30th minute, and POREY Spring are having the better of the exchanges, and they are more confident on the ball. They are more relaxed and spraying the ball around. Well, Youth Milan is playing in here, there, and everywhere. And beside the couple chances, both ends, POREY Spring, in my opinion, has the edge.
That was a delightful touch there from Sean Wilson, playing the one-time ball back to Ramon Griffith, but his pass play forward was overhit. So, as I said before at the beginning of this game, Demotion game, two teams trying to remain in the upper tier, which is the Premier League. Troy taken there by Picos Nurse. Lyndall Sandiford. Najee Holder. Damian Torrington, the number 10 for POREY Spring. Ball play with the outside of his right boot, looking for the run of Ryan Stewart, but he's in an offside position. Three Carbines in the Youth Milan starting lineup. Richard Carbine in goal. There's also Jaleel Carbine, number 11, and number 3, Ramel Carbine. So one of the three will have a significant contribution at some point in time during this game, because they're all in the starting lineup. Richard Carbine probably the most important, because you don't want to concede in this game, because as you rightfully say, Alison John, who scores first may more be likely to win this game.
Yes, and we see POREY Spring try to build the play from the back, from the keeper to the wing back, and kicks it out of play. Consider throwing to Youth Milan. Here the number 13 play for Youth Milan took a long throw down the right side to his teammate, dispossessed, and we won a corner on the far right. No, going the other way, free kick to POREY Spring. In the referee's opinion, is a foul on the POREY Spring defender.
So that was Pico's nurse there, playing it back to Lando Sandyford. Then Torrington, who dropped deep to collect, and Holder, who's likewise does the same. So they've been dropping deep to collect, been playing nice one-time passes, and then making advance runs. So there we have the first booking of the game. Yellow card showing to, it looks like Ramal Holder, number 17. So he will have to be very careful for these last 4 minutes of regular time in the first half and the second half as well. So Youth Milan have the luxury of getting players forward for this free kick. Ball hit long into the box, cleared by Holder. Clark plays it back in, looking for one of his teammates. Clark again on the ball. Comes Marlon Graves. Ball played through, looking for Jaleel Carbin. It's well right by Lindo Sandyford. So throwing here to Youth Milan to be taken by Shamar Sandyford. So who knows? Those two might be related. So Sandyford with the long throw into the box. Mario Drix with the reverse ball. Graves able to keep it in play. Chance here, hit the post, and then with the follow-up, Jaleel Carbin, with the header at the back post. The right place, the right time. Youth Milan take the lead in the 43rd minute. Allison John.
Yes, as we see, you said a few minutes ago that Youth Milan is building up and they're on the attack, and the POREY Spring defenders, they were in numbers, but they went to sleep there momentarily. Even when the ball ricocheted off the upright, the players, the POREY Spring defenders were there in disbelief, and Youth Milan capitalized on it and scored the first goal.
So everything worked there to the benefit of Youth Milan. The reverse ball from Marlon Graves ricocheted off a POREY Spring player, and it sat up nicely for Griffith, who hit the post with his header. And would you believe it, going from one post to the next, Jaleel Carbin was right there to head it home to put Youth Milan into the lead. Long ball looking for Nicholas Griffith. He's headed away. Here comes Lindo Sandyford under heavy pressure from the goal scorer Carbin. Nice 1-2 between him and Nurse, but all of a sudden Youth Milan getting players forward and reacting faster, putting POREY Spring under pressure. The one-time shot there by Carbin, recognizing that Rollins was off his line. Najee Holder. Nicholas Griffith. Damian Torrington. Ryan Stewart. Chance it on his left-hand side. Short. It's fouled there by the number 14, Mario Drix, and POREY Spring have a free kick in a pretty dangerous position. Allison John.
Yes, as you could be knocking 10, 15 passes, and you don't shoot, you don't score. Because opportunities come by shooting at the opponent's goal, and it goes both ends. And POREY Spring were building the ball with more confidence than the Youth Milan players, and then momentarily just lapse in concentration and concede. They tried to rebuild on the left flank, and the ball went. They won a free kick on the far left, blocked by one of the Youth Milan defenders, goes out of touch for a corner. POREY Spring is winning quite a number of corner kicks from this side, the left side, and the POREY Spring are whipping in some right foot in swingers, putting Youth Milan defenders under pressure. POREY Spring still in possession. They carry across the center plate deep into the box, goes out of touch for a goal kick for Youth Milan.
So only playing 1 minute of stoppage time, and probably that reverse ball there for Najee Holder, trying to find one of the attackers. Might be the last piece of action of this first half. So with eyes fixed on referee Edwin Adams, see what's going to happen here. Ball played short from the goal kick. Comes Youth Milan on his right hand side. Romario Drakes bobbing and weaving, trying to find the player on the outside. Chance to make it 2. Chance here for Wilson. And Sean Wilson drags his left footed effort wide of goal. POREY spraying escape. The danger of going 2 goals down. And that's the final whistle there of this first half, with Youth Milan leading 1-0 courtesy of a Jaleel Corbin header. We'll rejoin you for second half action and comments from Allison John after these commercial messages.